Ladies, let's talk cars. More specifically, let's talk about that magical, mysterious liquid that keeps our engines humming: engine oil. Ever feel that pang of guilt when you pay a mechanic, likely a dude, to change your oil? Guilty, like you should know how to do it yourself? Well, guess what? You absolutely can. Changing your own oil isn't rocket science. It's way easier than parallel parking in heels. Am I right? Plus, there's a certain satisfaction, a sense of empowerment, that comes from getting your hands dirty and tackling a task traditionally considered masculine. Who says we need a knight in shining armor to rescue our chariots? We've got this. Think of it this way. Learning to change your oil is like discovering a secret society. A society of women who laugh in the face of grease stains and aren't afraid to get under the hood. We're not damsels in distress waiting for a tow truck. We're independent, capable women who can handle a little or a lot of motor oil. So are you ready to join the club? Are you ready to trade your fear of engine grease for a wrench and a can-do attitude? Let's do this. First things first, let's assemble our arsenal. Don't worry, we're not talking about power tools, though a cordless drill for the drain plug wouldn't hurt. We're talking basic essentials. New oil. Check your owner's manual for the right type. An oil filter, a wrench, adjustable is best. A drain pan, funnel, gloves, and some old newspapers. Oh, and don't forget your game face. This is where you channel your inner mechanic, the one who's not afraid of a little grime. Crank up some empowering tunes. Think Joan Jett, Pat Benatar, anything that screams "I am woman, hear me roar." Remember those cute outfits you were going to wear? Yeah, save those for later. Oil change day is all about comfy. I don't care if I get dirty clothes. Think your oldest jeans, a shirt you won't cry over if it gets stained, and definitely closed-toe shoes. Safety first, fashion second. Once you've gathered your gear, take a deep breath. Channel your inner grease monkey goddess and get ready to rumble. Now for the main event, finding that elusive oil pan. Don't worry, it's not as daunting as it sounds. It's actually a bit like a treasure hunt, except the X marks the spot under your car. First, make sure your car is parked on a level surface. Safety first, ladies. Next, consult your car's manual. Yes, that dusty booklet in your glove compartment has a purpose. It will show you the exact location of the oil pan and the drain plug. Now crawl under your car. It's not as scary as it sounds, I promise. Remember that empowering music? Now's the time to blast it. It helps drown out any lingering doubts and makes you feel like a total badass. Once you've located the oil pan, take a moment to appreciate its greasy glory. That, my friends, is the lifeblood of your car. Now for the messy part, draining the oil. Remember that hot oil is not your friend. It burns. So let your car cool down for at least 30 minutes before you even think about touching that drain plug. While you're waiting, position your drain pan directly under the drain plug. This seems obvious, but trust me, oil has a mind of its own. Now, using your trusty wrench, loosen the drain plug. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, remember? Once it's loose enough, you can finish unscrewing it by hand. But be prepared, hot oil will start gushing out like a geyser. This is not the time for manicures, ladies. As the oil flows into the pan, take a moment to appreciate the strange beauty of it all. It's like a scene from a car wash, except you're the car wash attendant and the director. This is also a good time to practice your victory dance for when you've successfully drained the oil without spilling a drop on yourself. Replace the oil filter. It's not as gross as it sounds. With the oil successfully drained, it's time to tackle the oil filter. Think of it as the kidney of your car's engine, filtering out all the gunk. Locate the oil filter. Again, your handy manual is your friend, and unscrew it. Pro tip, use a rag or a glove to get a good grip because it's going to be slippery. Once the old filter is off, take a peek inside. See that grimy mess? That, my friends, is what your oil filter has been protecting your engine from. Pretty impressive, right? Now grab your new oil filter and give the rubber gasket a light coating of fresh oil. This helps create a good seal. Screw the new filter on hand tight. Don't over tighten it. You want to be able to get it off again in another 3,000 miles or so. And there you have it, oil filter replaced. Now for the grand finale, adding the new oil. Remember that fresh oil you carefully chose? It's time to give your car a much-needed drink. Place your funnel in the oil filler hole, you'll find it under your hood, and slowly pour in the new oil. Remember to consult your owner's manual for the correct amount. This is a crucial step, ladies. Too little oil and your engine will complain loudly. Too much and you'll have a bigger mess on your hands. It's all about finding that perfect balance. Take your time, pour carefully, and avoid the dreaded oil volcano. Once you've poured in the correct amount of oil, take a moment to admire your handiwork. You're basically a car whisperer now. You've successfully drained the old, replaced the filter, and added fresh lifeblood to your car. Almost there. Before you declare victory, let's do a quick check. Make sure the drain plug is tightened and the oil filler cap is securely back in place. Now, start your engine and let it run for a minute or two. This allows the new oil to circulate throughout the engine. While the engine is running, check under the car for any leaks. If you see any drips, turn off the engine immediately and tighten the drain plug or oil filter as needed. No leaks? Congratulations! You've officially changed your own oil like a boss. Now dispose of the old oil and filter responsibly. Remember to dispose of the used oil properly, and with that, your oil change adventure is complete. You're officially one of the guys, sort of. So there you have it, ladies. Changing your own oil isn't as intimidating as it seems. It's all about having the right tools, the right attitude, and a healthy dose of humor. Plus, there's nothing quite as satisfying as knowing you can handle your own car maintenance. Who needs a mechanic when you've got your own two hands and a can-do attitude? You've officially joined the ranks of women who laugh in the face of grease stains and aren't afraid to get a little dirt under their fingernails. And trust me, once you've conquered the oil change, the world, or at least the garage, is your oyster. So go forth, you got this, and conquer the world. One oil change at a time. Remember to subscribe and share to M.A.P Drive with her.